Hello everybody, it's Ryan here, also known as Mr. My MCD. I'm just giving you my first impressions of Shank. This is an arcade game with a very unique style. I quite like it at the moment. Alright, so this kind of game is sort of like a brawling game. It's a platforming game as well, and it's very fun, so I suggest you check it out. But don't worry, I will be doing Halo videos and stuff like that in the near future, so don't forget about that. Alright, so Shank is basically about this guy who you see there, whose girlfriend gets captured, and basically I think from the trial version you're basically just trying to get her back from this guy who looks like a total douche. I really like the style of this game. I like how it's just a simple story. I think that's awesome. The cutscenes are pretty badass. You'll see in a couple of seconds, or maybe a minute or two, you'll see Shank just take out all these guys with a chainsaw, dual magnums or pistols or whatever. It's just freaking awesome. But there's one thing I'd never get when it comes to dual pistols or whatever, and it always reminds me of Lara Croft, but why not dual magnums? I mean, seriously, you have two magnums or two revolvers in your hands. It looks freaking awesome. So yeah, here comes the badass moment in the cutscene. So as I said earlier, this is just the trial. It's a hefty 2 gigs to download this, and there's been a couple of problems with it. I've heard that if you've got an Xbox 360 Premium or an arcade and you haven't got an Elite or a Slim, then you're going to have some problems loading this thing up, like I did probably, because I did read about it. Basically, with a lot of games published by EA, you have the EA logo, and then it gets into the main menu. But for some strange reason, the EA logo just freezes a hell of a lot. And you get to a loading screen, the loading times are freaking ridiculous. But when you finally do get in the action, it does take about 10-15 minutes. Well, it might not for you guys, but it definitely did for me. And when I finally got into it, it's just a really fun, addicting game, to be honest. At times, the platforming was a little tricky, and you get to these parts where you see a skull, and you jump on them, and you just wrap yourself around and get to the next area. But it seems like I need like a grapple on that. So the controls are really easy. This game, it shows you just around here. You got X, which is like your melee weapon, which is like a small blade. You got Y, which is a heavy attack, which is a chainsaw, which I do use quite a lot in this. It's very effective. And then you have B, which is your guns or your dual pistols. You also get like grapple moves. You hold RT, you grab someone, then you press either A, X, Y, or B, and you can do a deadly like move kind of thing. And you get these little cutscenes in the top right, as you can see here, and they're kind of, maybe not pointless, but kind of distracting in a way. You're either going to pay attention to that or the action. It's most likely going to be the action, so it's kind of, you know, a bit disorienting. So yeah, I like how it's a simple story, simple controls and all that. And the blood is just delightful. I really like the blood in this game. And do you know what this game actually reminds me of? It reminds me of a cartoon called Samurai Jack. Not sure if you guys have heard of it, but I remember Samurai Jack way back when I was a little kid watching Cartoon Network. Samurai Jack was just freaking awesome. Much earlier I said this trial is like around 2 gigabytes, and for the amount of gameplay you get, it is very strange and very short. You only get about 10 minutes in the trial. I didn't check further on after the trial. After finishing the trial, if you get to unlock any more modes so you can try out, but I decided not to because of the freezing issue, and there's some platforming problems like here. I found it a little tricky, but I managed to get over it. And as I said, the style was just so good. I mean, I like how it's got that western feel, and it reminds me, well, it doesn't really remind me, but I'm playing Red Dead Redemption at the moment, and I'll have some videos for that soon, by the way. And it's just really nice to have this western-esque theme going along. And also, to get your health, you might have saw at the very beginning of the gameplay, but I picked up like a bottle, and that's basically your health. And there's a lot of health bottles or whatever, or alcohol drinks, and it kind of makes the game a bit too easy. The frame rate's very smooth though. But as I said, it does have some problems when you boot up the game, and I think there's a cutscene here where it does like stutter a little bit for about a second. But it is very annoying, but once you get over it, it is still a very fun game. You can also guard in this game from these big guys, but I hardly ever use it. I mean, the chainsaw's just freaking awesome, so there's not much really a point. And I do like how it goes back to this kind of black silhouette moment kind of thing. Reminds me of Donkey Kong Country. Don't know if you guys have ever heard of that game, but that came out way back in the Super Nintendo Entertainment System era, and it's like that's like 10 years old or whatever, even more. So, you know, actually no, it's not even 10 years old. It's maybe even 20 years old. I can't remember how old the SNES is. Yeah, way back then. You also get grenades in this game, which seem a little bit pointless nowadays. They're quite effective against the big guys, and the big guys are really the only like enemy that you're gonna have problems with. So here you see a throw a grenade, smash a box, stuff like that. But yeah, it really does seem that grenades are only effective against the big guys, and the big guys are the only real problem. They'll sometimes just keep slamming into you and all that. The AI isn't that very advanced, but this was just on the normal difficulty. I didn't try hard or whatever, but maybe on hard the enemies block a hell of a lot or whatever. I have no idea, but I suggest you if you are going to download this, give it a go and see what it's like, and let me know in the comments because I'm interested. The sounds when you're using your chainsaw are a bit off, but at least the guns and like the slashing with your small blade are fine. And there's another one of those skulls, a bottle, and I was, at this point I was trying to think, could I assassinate this guy, but nope. So I guess I just kind of ripped out the chainsaw and went vroom vroom vroom. I think I ripped apart. Need another one of those cutscenes. Just ripping people up, and I like how the hit combo. I was trying to get to like 50 or something, but it's a shame. I have no idea what this guy is holding. It's like some kind of freaking... I have no idea. That guy did give me some trouble, especially when you have these two guys. And you also you can smash crates in this, which are, well, from all the smash crates I smashed, there was hardly anything. And also in the cutscenes, the voice of the main character doesn't really suit him, I don't think. He reminds me like a combination of a samurai, Marcus Phoenix, and someone else. Just someone else. I have no idea who. Or maybe it's Sylvester Stallone or something. But the voice seems a little bit off. I'm not sure what it is. But, you know, it doesn't really ruin it. If I was going to have to review this game, though, I've seen a lot of reviews for it, and it's like a 6, a 7, or an 8, and I think they're about right when it comes to it. From playing the trial anyway. It's a very fun, addicting game, but if a lot of the game is just this, then, well, you know. Anyway, here's a boss battle. Nothing too hard. You get like 2 health potions, one on the left, one on the right. And this guy's pretty simple to take out. You basically hit him quite a lot. And then it will say RT here. You press RT, jump on his back, and chainsaw. That's freaking awesome. So yeah, I guess one of the last things I can say about this game is like, well, give it a go. If you've got Microsoft points and you want to try it out, definitely try it out. But think about it. It is 2 gigs for the trial, and it's only really 10 minutes of gameplay, which is worrying. So make sure you try out the trial or look up the game more on the internet and YouTube and all that before you purchase this. That is what I would really advise. But apart from that, it's a very fun, addicting game. Love the style of it. Don't know if you guys approve of it, but let me know. And I'm going to keep doing these arcade demo pushing things. I might have said a bit too much in this one, but I don't know. There's quite a lot of things to say about this game. This game was like high on my radar for ages, but after a little while, it kind of wasn't. I kind of forgot about it. Oh, the blood! I love it. And this confused me, this little cutscene, and then I realised what happened. It's the wrong guy, which is quite cool. So this trial kind of ends really abruptly, really strange, but it's still awesome. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of the demo impressions of Shank. If you don't know what Shank really means, it basically is kind of like shank you with a blade or whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please check out my videos and subscribe. I hope you have a good day.